Hi, my name is Dr. Michelle Ehrig, also known as Doc Shell and Dr. Test Prep. Welcome to the Dr. Test Prep YouTube channel. I am so glad you're here. Here to right now working on the ASVAB AFQT, specifically paragraph comprehension. I'm at a gorgeous campsite in Texas with citronella candles going and mosquitoes flying, but it's going to be okay. If you don't have the free book, please make sure you go to the description and grab it. The paid program is $49 and has hundreds of more questions. That information is at the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so in lesson 8 of paragraph comprehension, we are practicing tone and point of view. So what is the author's tone? And also why were specific words chosen? And as always, we start easy and get harder because I'm a teacher and that's how we learn. When we're looking at tone, we're looking at what's the question. Always for paragraph comprehension, you want to read the question first. Read it carefully, try to figure out why were certain words chosen, what's the overall feeling of the paragraph, are they trying to convince, describe, explain, and then what's the tone? All right, so what's the author's attitude toward the park? The author describes the new community park, noting that it's frequently used, well-maintained, and become a central gathering place, though a few areas remain unfinished, but overall pretty good. So is it critical? No. Indifferent, like it doesn't care? No. Appreciative? Mostly. I mean, I put a smiley face. Frustrated? No. All right. Author's tone. The paragraph explains a recent policy change, outlining its features and effects without suggesting whether it's beneficial or harmful. The language remains consistent and factual. So, is it supportive? Well, supportive would mean that it would pretty much only describe beneficial and not talk about harmful, and there wasn't any mention of that. Neutral, potentially. Concerned? Wait, why are we doing this program? I have no idea. No. Enthusiastic? This is the best program on the planet. Neutral is the best answer. The author discusses a product, noting that it required frequent repairs, did not perform as expected, and led to repeated complaints. So is it objective? Well, maybe, like it is saying what happened, but it mostly focused on repairs, not performing well, and complaints. So objective is probably not the best word. Hopeful? Definitely not. Negative? Oh yeah, that's a 1 star on Amazon. The paragraph presents a new teaching method, noting that while early results are promising, long-term effectives are still uncertain and depends on consistent implementation. So is it enthusiastic? It would be like, oh my gosh, we're doing this. It's amazing. It's going to work all the time. No. Dismissive? Yeah. This teaching thing, why are we doing it? Yeah. No. I don't know about this. Maybe, potentially. I like that one better than confident because it's a new teaching method. While it has early results, effectiveness is still uncertain and depends on consistent implementation. So cautious is a better answer than confident. The author explains a scientific finding by focusing on data, procedures, and outcomes without expressing opinion or a result. So is it emotional? No. Persuasive? No. Skeptical? No. Objective? Oh yeah. The paragraph describes ongoing efforts to address a long-standing issue, noting that while improvements have been made, challenges remain and progress has been gradual. So, is the author hopeful? Potentially. Describes an issue, there is improvements, more changes are coming. Angry? There's an issue. They never do anything. They don't get anything right. No. Well, they said they were going to do this thing and like it happened, but it didn't happen. No, those are not good examples. Hopeful is the best answer. So now we're going to really focus more on the describing of it. What can we infer about the tone? The author describes the new program as carefully structured, showing early promise, but notes that results are inconsistent over different groups and long-term impact is uncertain. So does that make them enthusiastic? No. Cautiously optimistic, potentially. It's carefully structured, it shows promise, but that's a good example. Dismissive, yeah. Why am I talking about this program? That's dismissive. So no, it's not that. Indifferent, yeah, there's like this program and it's okay, and that would be indifferent. The paragraph outlines, so B, the paragraph outlines a company's recent changes, noting improved efficiency and increased output. However, it also mentions that employee satisfaction has declined and turnover has recently risen slightly. So there was changes that became more efficient and increased output, but people are not happy about it. So are they strongly critical? No, because they wouldn't have mentioned the positives. Neutral and purely informational. Maybe. It outlines the recent changes, it noted improved efficiency and output, and it mentioned dissatisfaction and turnover. So that could be it. Acknowledging both progress and concern. I'd be between B and C, but it doesn't say the author feels a particular way. So in this one, I'd be between B and C. It's definitely not D. This is probably a poorly written question. I would say C is probably the best answer, simply because there is progress mentioned, improved efficiency and output, and it also mentions dissatisfaction and turnover. So the inference is that the author is mixed. Okay, because remember, inferences, we're coming up with the best information based on the data provided. The author, this is getting super bright. The author explains a policy change using precise language and supporting data, but uses phrases such as may and not yet fully. So are they confident and certain? No. Skeptical and doubtful? Well, why would they say supporting things? Cautious, recognizing limitations is the best answer. I like it, but I can't promise anything right now. The paragraph describes a product's performance, noting that it functions as intended in most cases, but occasionally fails under more demanding conditions. The author avoids exaggeration and presents both strengths and weaknesses. So because both strengths and weaknesses are presented, it's balanced and measured. The author describes a long-term project as gradually improving and showing measurable progress, while also noting that significant challenges remain and further evaluation is needed. So which is the tone? In this case, gradually improving and showing progress, that's optimistic, but it's also realistic. Completely neutral would probably not mention some of the progress. Frustrated and negative and dismissive don't really fit. The paragraph presents information about a new technology, highlighting its potential benefits while also emphasizing risks and unresolved questions. The author neither promotes nor rejects the technology. Which tone best captures the author's tone? Well, because it doesn't promote or reject, it can't be supportive and it can't be critical. So it's either indifferent or unconcerned. Well, if it was unconcerned, why is the author even writing about technology? So cautious and analytical is probably the best answer. Oh, that's it. That's it for author. Our next topic is vocabulary and context, and that's our last one for paragraph comprehension.
All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. The full course with another 700 questions and video answers is available at heydrtestprep.com for only $49 to get ready for the AFQT. Half of all proceeds support nonprofit initiatives with at least $10 of your purchase supporting troops and veterans. All right, bye guys. We got this.